All right, hello guys, Andy here, and today we're going to have just an amalgamation of a haul. I have placed a whole bunch of orders, and I want to show you guys so that I can put them away. So if you want to see everything that I got, stay tuned. Everything that's on my face will be listed in the description box down below, and if you like makeup unboxings, project painting content with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here, and let's go ahead and get on into today's video. All right, so I just don't want to have to do individual videos for each of the brands that I placed orders from because we'll be here forever. So we're just going to do them all together. So first I had a Blend Bunny order. I picked up some eye tape and I got it in this pretty pastel purple because I've never used eye tape and I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. So we got some of that. And then I got two palettes. So first I have the Sugar and Grunge, which looks like this. And this is going to be a long video, so get a snack, get something to drink if you're going to be here for the long haul, because we are going to swatch all of my things, because I like having this as a reference for me to go back to later. So I'm going to swatch them. So to me, because I was going to say I was going to swatch them down the column, but let's just swatch them across. Let's do it that way. So this is my first time trying Blend Bunny. So we have Skater Girl, Sweetheart, and Candy. And I will say these feel so buttery smooth. I had to get out a wipe. That's my bad for not coming prepared for the party. And I really like these XL wipes because they are just bigger, so I can keep them out for longer and I don't have to use as many, so that's been nice. Then we have Baby Tea, Payphone, and Ironic. I really like Ironic. Yeah, Ironic is probably my favorite shade of that first row. So let me know, have you guys tried Blend Bunny? What do you think? I've just heard such good things that I was like, yep, we're going to do it. We have Flannel, Complicated, and Baggy Jeans. Those three there. We have Detention, Mixtape, and 1995. I wish that said 1994 because that's when I was born, was 1994. Oh, the greens and the purples. They get me. So then we have Drew, Runaway, and Teen Spirit. Oh, these dark colors. And then Moody, Combat Boots, and Garage Band. Oh, I love how deep that green is. Like, it's almost black. So let me wipe these off really fast, and we'll do the shimmers. All right, these are probably pigments, I would assume, because they're already staining a little bit. But we have Grungy, Jawbreaker, and Don't Speak. Oh my god. Oh, look at those. I am so excited. And then we have Butterfly, Prom Queen, and Bubblegum. So there are all 6 shimmers. I do think these two are a little too similar. We probably didn't need both. They could have made it a little bit different, but... So that's Sugar and Grunge. And then I also picked up the Sickly Sweet palette, which, like, just look at the packaging, which looks like this. And a lot of people were upset that they didn't make it, like, in the columns, but I don't care if it's jumbled. So we have Crybaby, Gloom and Doom, Lollipops, and Cupcake. Their formula is just so buttery smooth. And I am in full spring. I am in the mood for pastels. We have Fake It, I'm Fine, Cry If I Want To, and Cotton Candy. Their shimmers are just delicious. So did this color story bother you? Did you pick it up? So what did you think? We have Buttercream, Pout, Brooding, and Rosy Cheeks. Which looks like that. That Rosy Cheeks shade would make a beautiful blush. We have Frills and Thrills, Just an Act, Melancholy, and Sugar High. That Sugar High shade is so unique. And that is that. So there's half the palette. We'll do the other half on my other hand. So then we have Just Peachy, Big Feelings, Center of Attention, and Feeling Blue. Oh, look at that. That is so far my favorite shade. That's Big Feelings. Like, their shimmers are definitely my favorite because they're just so gorgeous, but we have Party Dress, Glow Stick, Dopamine, and Temper. Which are right there. I'm not as good with swatching with my left hand, so I apologize. We have Sprinkles, Bellyache, Crying Sparkles, and Morose. Ooh, the shimmers. And then the last three shades are... Oh no, the last two shades are Ruffles and Spooky. So we have Ruffles and Spooky. Yeah, that's my favorite shade of the whole palette, is Big Feelings. Gorgeous. So that is the three things I got from Blend Bunny, the two palettes and the eye tape. So let me take these off my hand and we'll move into the next thing that I got. Next, I placed an Adept order and I just got the Heather Austin palette, which this is the first and only thing I have from Adept. The packaging, beautiful. It does have a mirror. And this is what the Heather Austin palette looks like. I do subscribe to Heather Austin, and I've wanted this palette for a long time, so I finally bit the bullet. So we have Video Chat, Passport, and So Excited. Those are stunning. And like I said, I've never tried Adept before. A lot of the orders that I've placed in the month of February for brands and things that I've never tried, so I'm so excited. We have 0603, Magnolia, and Mythology, and those are two of the mattes. Which the matte selection in this palette, I think, is really pretty. So that's the first half of the palette. So then we have PA02 and Atlas, which are the other two mattes, and then Scrubs. That shade, oh my god. Yep, I think Scrubs is going to be my favorite. Smith might be when we get to it. That's the very last shade. But Scrubs. Then we have Hey Y'all, Austin, and Smith. Woo, okay. Smith, because it's green, lime green when I'm looking at it. I wish I could show y'all the... There it is. There's the green. So those two duochromes. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yep. Big happy, big excite. So then I placed an order. I created a Lethal Cosmetics palette. So this is a magnetic palette. You can obviously pop all the shades out. Oh God, what are the shade names? Well, let me get my magnet out so I can tell you what all the shades are. Alright, so the very first shade is Infinity. So there's Infinity. I love that it's like transparent. So then we have two mattes. So we have Profusion. Which is this beautiful, like, lighter yellow. And then we have Hexapod, which is, it's like a dingy, yellowy brown. So that's my first column, my first row, I think. I never remember if rows are up and down or columns are up and down. Then we got the shade Europa, which I believe this one's one of their new shades. Which, it's a pinky, purple, blue. So there's Europa. This whole row is all shimmer. So then we have the shade Heather. Which looks like that. And then we have the shade Retrograde. Which is like a green to pink. And then we have two more shimmers. So this is Pioneer. So it's right here. We have Pioneer. And then the last shimmer is the shade Flourish. It's right there. So then we have four more mattes, which I'll do over here. So we have the shade. This is Wisteria. And all four of these mattes are purples. So there's Wisteria. Then we have Crossroads. Which is a lighter, like, pinky purple. You can barely, it's right there. Then we got Dahlia. which is like in between Wisteria and Crossroads. And last but certainly not least, we have the shade Unity. Which is a deep dark purple. So that is the palette as a whole. And I'm pretty happy with the palette. So let me get this off my hand and we'll move on into the next item. So next I got my order from S&B Beauty. So I got a whole bunch of loose pigments. I got a whole bunch of pressed pigments. And then they sent me some free lashes, but I'm sending those to a friend because I don't wear lashes. And then they sent me 2 free lip glosses, and I'm sending one to my friends. So this lip gloss is in the shade Swamp Monster. And I have to keep this because look at that gorgeous green. So I'm keeping Swamp Monster. And let's do the loose pigments first. So I have... Let me get all of these open. Alright, they're now all open. So I got 4 of they're like glitters that they now do. Like loose glitters. So this is the shade Fluffy Bunny. Which, let me see. Let me put these on a glitter glue on my hand. So actually give me one more second. Alright, so the first shade we have is Fluffy Bunny, which looks like this. And it is this first shade here. So it's like multicolored glitters. Next we have Love Potion, which is this one here. So it's a pink to green, and it has fine glitter as well as some of the bigger pieces. Then we have Glam Glow, which is this third one, which is more like a peachy glitter. And then we have Sunset Bunny, which is this one here, which is the like orange to green. So those are all 4 of the glitters. And then I got 4 more loose pigments. So I have the shade Diamante, which is a white with a like purple shift. Purpley blue. So I got that one. Next I got Charm, which has, I believe, a green. Yeah, Charm has a green shift and is a little more sparkly. Then I got Bejeweled, which has like a peachy pink. So there's Bejeweled, which is also more subtle, like the first one. And then last but not least for the loose, I have the shade Treasure, which is more of like a rosy, like a raspberry. So, and there's the shade Treasure. So those are all the loose little pots I got. Let me clean this up and we'll get into the pressed shades. Alright, so we'll start with the one extra large pan. So this one is in the shade Winter Wonderland. Very icy. Don't worry about the rogue glitter. That's just gonna be a thing. Then I got 4 heart pans and 3 circular pans. So this one is the shade Blood Magic. So there's Blood Magic. Then we have Moon Magic. So here's, get off me. So here's Moon Magic. Ooh, that one's pretty. And then the last circular pan was Golden Serpent. Which looks like this. This one's a little harder press in the pan, but oh, it looks stunning. So those are all the circular pans, and then like I said, I got 4 of their heart-shaped pans, and I love that they have heart-shaped pans. I just think that that is so freaking cute. So we have Swamp Monsters. So this was the shade of that lip gloss. So there's Swamp Monster. I got all light greens. So next we have, this is Moon Phase. Ooh, that one's like a duochrome. It's got a little bit of blue on like the edges. All right, and then we have Zombie Flesh. This one's the brightest green. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Ooh, yeah. And then last but not least, for my S&B Beauty stuff, this one is in the shade Witch's Herbs. And this one's like a greeny brown, gold. So there's Witch's Herbs. So that's everything that I got from S&B Beauty. So let me wipe this off, put all this stuff away, and we'll move on to the next bit of things. All right, next I put in an order with Bella Beaute bar. I got 3 loose pigments, like potted pigment, and then the basic witch palette. So let's just get started. So I got the like potted, it's a liquid like shadow or a gel shadow. This is in the shade Metal Mark. And it looks like this. And to be honest, it's already, like, it came super dry. But that's what it looks like. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be that dry. Because, yeah, like, even down in, like, all of it is dry. Like, it came with a stopper. So I might try to rehydrate it with some Duraline because it came dry. But it's a pretty shade nonetheless. So I got that. Then I got 3 loose shadows. So first we have the shade Fierce, which I already went and took all the stoppers out of these because I don't like stoppers in my loose shadows. So this is what the shade Fierce looks like on my finger. And that is what it looks like on the hand. They're a little bit flaky, so they puff up, which is why they have the stopper that they do. I don't care. They're gonna make a little bit of a mess, and that's fine. So that's Fierce. So then we have the shade Aster, which looks like this on the finger. And it's this middle shade here. It's more of a pink. There, you can see it there. And then last but not least, I got the shade Broomhilda, which this one's more of a flake situation. So let me put down some glitter glue. All right, so this is Broomhilda. And it is a flake situation, but I found that it's better if you tap it on instead of trying to like rub it like you would a loose pigment. But that's the shade. It's definitely, because this is my year of textures, it's definitely something I would want to try on the eyes. Because I don't feel, like it's not like a chunky glitter. It's flakes. So it's definitely something that I would just want to try and see how that would go on the eyeballs. So then I also got the Basic Witch palette, which looks like this, because this color story is everything. So we have Perfectly Wicked, Glitch, Witch Please, and Conjure. Wow, that's gorgeous. So I am already super excited. We have Grimoire, Hex, Black Magic, and Hecate. That shade is the shade of my dreams. And these purples, oh, stunning. Let me know, have you guys tried Bella Beaute Bar? Did you get this palette? We have Resting Witch Face, Incantation, Black Cat, and Cauldron. These shimmers. Yes, please. Yup, these shimmers are to die for. I'm sold. And then we have 3 shades left. We have Creep It Real, Hocus Pocus, and Coven. Those 3. And like their mattes are even so nice and smooth and buttery. Yup, I'm excited. This is beautiful. Sold. So let me get this off my hand, and we will move into the next order I got. All right, well, I took a little intermission to go to dinner while my videos uploaded to my Dropbox. So the makeup still looks very nice. I just had to reapply lipstick. So I'm happy. So let's just finish with what we were doing. So I was telling you about my Natasha Denona My Dream palette, because this was the last thing in that Sephora order. So this is what it looks like. So we have the shades Blackest Black, Aspiration, Serenity, and Carpe Diem. And Blackest Black, to be honest, is not the blackest black. that I have in my collection. But it's fine. It is a fine black shade. We have Babies, Instinct, Thrill, and Unity. I do like this color story as whole. I definitely really prefer the shimmers. Like, I like the tones of the shimmers in this palette more than the mattes. And I really just like the fact that, you know, you can take them all out and rearrange them. And so we have Risk, Invention, Vision, and Edgy. This one's probably my favorite. Yep. So that looks green to me, and it's like a gold, rose gold to you guys. So wholesale, that's my favorite shade. I honestly wish I had my pastel palette back, even though I didn't love it, just so that I could have those shades to depot and move around. We have Spontaneous, Nurture, and Familia. So that's the palette as a whole. I definitely prefer the shimmers, like I said, but like the mattes are fine. Like, it's not like it's a bad matte formula. We'll see what looks I can create with this. And I don't mind the packaging. I don't think that the splatter is tacky in any way. So let me get this off my hand. All right, and then I did place a Natasha Denona order straight to her website to get these two items. So I got the Love Glow Cheek Palette, which looks like this. You get the two cream shades up here and then the two powders. So we have the Glow Cream Base and the Super Glow, which look like that there. Let me build up the Glow Cream Base a little bit. There we go. So there's those. And then we have a diamond powder and a Glow Impact powder. So there is the palette as a whole. Very pretty. Well, I didn't have to have it, but I wanted it, so I got it. And then I got the Sunrise palette, which looks like this. So we have the shades Poppy, Citrine, Phlox, and Awakening. I really liked the yellows mixed with the red cranberry shades. And I'd been debating on this palette for a while, so I was like, I might as well pull the trigger and get it if I want it now. We have Laurel, Aster, Glory, and Azalea. Aster's very pretty. That might end up being my favorite shade. We have Morgan, Agate, Clove, and Carnelian. Carnelian. Oh, the yellows. And yellowy oranges. For mattes, that's my favorite, hands down. That one did have just a little bit of kick up in my swatch, but... And the last three are Jasper, Morning, and Day Spring. So that is the palette as a whole. I will say Aster, that purple, is my favorite shade, if not Carnelian. So that is and concludes everything in all of my orders that I have gotten recently. Besides, I still have a whole bunch of things coming, but that is everything that I have so far. that I wanted to show you guys so that I can get everything put away. So I appreciate you sticking around for the super long video. Let me know anything that you'd like to see with first for testing new makeup, because I can absolutely do that. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.